Hi everyone, Jess here with J. Hoffman Knives. Wanted to do another video in my series of the custom collection, and these are knives from my personal collection. And again, they're not knives that I've made, they're knives that I've bought from other makers. And tonight's maker is one that I'm guessing a lot of people have not heard of or are not very familiar with. I only know that he does one show, and that's the Badger Knife Show in Janesville, Wisconsin. And he doesn't have much of an online presence that I know of. I don't know that he's on Facebook or Instagram a whole lot with his knives, but he really is a gem here in the Midwest and makes just a absolutely gorgeous knife. And he's a super nice guy. Tonight's maker is Greg Wardman. Okay, so Greg Wardman, Wardman, is a maker from the UP, that's Upper Peninsula, Michigan, for anybody that isn't from Minnesota or Wisconsin or the other states in the area. He, as I had said, is a retired Michigan State Trooper and has been making knives. I'm not quite sure how long he's been making knives, but I bought this one from him a couple of years ago and just absolutely fell in love with it. All of his knives come with really beautiful leather work included in the price. And I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for this knife because I don't know what his prices are currently. But like I said, I bought it a couple of years ago, and it was what I would consider extremely reasonable. The handle is black linen micarta, and we've got, I believe, probably a nickel end cap or a 416 end cap with a little black spacer in there. And now for the moment of truth, what really makes this knife as cool as it is. And there it is. This is just a super classy, I don't even know what blade style this is. The micarta is finished perfectly. He's got all of the different layers. I don't know if it shows up in the video, but all of the different layers of the linen micarta are all just totally equal. They book match on each side. Something I really have a struggle with when I'm working with layered micarta or colored micarta. Again, we've got another silver bolster up front. I'm thinking 416, but I'm not positive, with the black spacer in there. Mark is G. Wardman, Ramsey, Michigan. And again, his name is Wardman. Greg is I'm not going to say bashful, but he's a very humble man, and he doesn't think his grinds are anything special. And I can tell you that there are master smiths that come up and look at his knives and are very impressed with his grinds. They're so consistent, they're so clean. This is a pretty deep hollow. The plunge is dead nuts on. Everything about this grind is dead nuts on. The finish on the blade, it's got like a nice satin finish on the flats, and I'm thinking it's a Scotch-Brite belt on the hollow ground bevel, but it's absolutely flawless. So this is my only knife from Greg. He does a lot of sectional handles also with different woods and stuff like that. But just absolutely beautiful work. It fits the hand really nicely. You can get that extra finger up front there, and there's actually a little choil there, and it's not sharpened, so you're pretty safe to put your finger right up front or in a full grip. such as that. But if you're not familiar with Greg Wardman, definitely try to find him online, check out his stuff, and I don't think you would be I don't think you would be sad if you bought one of his knives. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. Otherwise, everybody have a safe evening.